Hi, everyone. It's Matthew King from Isudo Technology Solutions. I was talking to colleagues in our peer group about recent breaking news in cybersecurity and also some business owners. And one of the trends that we're noticing is social media's account getting compromised and hacked. And Facebook is one of those prime social media account because it's being used by so many people on both for personal and for business. So in this episode, I'd like to discuss what you should be doing, what you can do in advance in order to prevent this from happening to you. And this is important because Facebook does not provide any live customer support. If your account gets compromised, there are very few things you can do. Either you're gonna have to face the hacker to pay them the ransom to get your account back, or you can try and shut down that account and open up a new Facebook account. Oftentimes, there are you may be able to set up some stuff in advance. But before I get into that, let me just share you some recent articles of recent news that was happening. So in ABC News, they recently talked about, a featured news that was small business owner, Facebook page get hacked and locked out of their account. This is two examples. They're both in Chicago that was hacked, and the small business ended up reaching out to, Facebook. They couldn't get a live customer support phone number to reach out. All Facebook does is give them articles and say, here, do this, do that. And there's nobody that Facebook's willing to talk to that they can get help with. So the thing that they did was they try and reach out to ABC News. ABC News tried to help. And even though they try to help, a lot of situations, they still weren't able to do a lot. In fact, one of the business owner did something that is not normally advised. He ended up paying the ransom amount to get his account back. He was willing to do that because his Facebook account was worth a lot of money to him, and he wanted to get his Facebook account. Now, another example of account hack was a county sheriff in Detroit Lake. Recently, his account was hacked. And what did they do? They used his influence to contact the residents of that county to ask them to send gift cards to him, or to the hacker in this case. So as you can see, this is breaking news, and what's happening is that there's a lot of concern because now they can't trust when they found out, okay, he was telling you, but it wasn't from me, I wouldn't do this or whatever. So it's a big problem. So the next one that I want to share is another news of a businessman who's an actor and also a content producer. This is in Chilliwack, a gentleman by the name of Jeff Edwards. Mr. Edwards' account was compromised and he could not get back in. And his account started out with, he woke up with an email telling him that someone has access to his Facebook account at 3:46 a.m. from a different device, and he needed to click the link to open up and verify his account. Now, this account, as you can imagine, may not have been Facebook. It was a phishing email or a fake email from the hacker pretending to be from a legitimate company. And as a result, because he clicked on the link, he went in and entered his username and password, and his account got logged in, and the hacker changed his username or password afterwards, and now he can't get back in. He's been using his account for like many, many years. And once they logged into his account, they started uploading stuff to his account, putting things, and then ultimately Facebook's locked him out his account, saying he was violating their standards. And as a result, he couldn't do anything. He ended up having his account, he ended up having to shut down Facebook. But before he did that, he tried, in fact, the hacker even used his account to make purchases because he has stuff that will link to, he has a PayPal account that's linked to his Facebook account. So this is a big problem. Now, as a business owner, as an individual, would you want to prevent this? Or would you want to do everything you can to prevent this? Here's some of the things you can do. One, we highly recommend that you use long and complex passwords with multi-factor authentication or two-step verification. So here's what you can do. Click on your Facebook, log into your Facebook profile, click on Settings and Privacy, and go to your security and login page. Review this account. So, well, what's happening here? Review your account in the security and settings and look at when was the last time you logged in. Does it make sense, the location from the device you logged in? Verify that this is coming from you. The other thing is change your password often. Change it to something that, every 90 days. If you have a hard time remembering complex password, get a password manager, something like a Cybersecurity, LastPass, something that you can use. In one of the previous episodes, we don't recommend using the password manager that comes with your browser because they're not secure. Use a third party, use a commercial password, because as you can see, a lot of people need to have a complex password. On top of that, use it and turn on two-step authentication. Go here, make sure it looks on. If not, click on here, edit, and create a secure password. Set up the two-factor authentication. Additional steps you can do. Set up alerts when your account is logged in. Get an email when your account is logged in so you know it's coming from you or somebody that you don't know about. It's very important that, if you value your Facebook, you don't want to get locked out of it, especially if you're using it for business, to do advertisement, to communicate with customers, to share with the community. For example, a lot of people have Facebook group that they use to keep up, post stuff on their social media or their followers. You want to make sure your Facebook account is properly secure. If you'd like to learn more of what you can do to, protect your identity, protect your Facebook account, or anything in terms of online cybersecurity, please contact me or follow me on social media to get updates. And for a free consultation, just contact me below. Thank you for watching.